Well, I'm on the porch today. Um, South Florida, guys, it is so hot right now. Ah, so I wanted to start to get some. Well, I wanted to start what? I wanted to get some work done today in the garden, but right now it's after, or I should say, it's 2:31. So it's very hot right now. Can't do much in the garden. I have to just wait until it's later on when it's cooler. Ah, thank you for that little breeze there, Lord. It's so good. It felt so good. Yeah. So I have to wait until it's a little bit cooler to go in the garden and get some work done. But earlier I was just like clipping or testing out one of my newest tools to the garden, which is a brand new clipper handheld. Hey Rosemary, how are you? Happy Sunday to you. You should be sleeping. It's bedtime for you, right? Bedtime. It's late where you are. But thank you for saying hi. Thank you, Rosemary. Yeah, so it's very hot, windy, feels good, but I said let me just come on here and just catch up with y'all. Thank you for that one thumbs up. 1 million thumbs up. Yeah, but yeah guys, gardening is not easy. I love it. It's my little go-to, you know, and very therapeutic and just relaxing when you're outside in the garden, you know, very relaxing. But it's a lot of work. The weeds, of course, normally they take over and very quickly, and so you have to, you know, pay attention or to be on top of that. Otherwise, once the weed gets away in the garden, it's like the hardest thing to it's the hardest thing to you know, go in and to remove the weeds. It's like a chore. It's a chore to go in the garden and remove the weeds. How are you doing, Rosemary? I hope you get some good rest tonight, Rosemary. Get some good rest because you know tomorrow is another day. But I appreciate you coming on, Rosemary, with your thumbs up. I appreciate you. God bless you. Hope you had a beautiful Saturday and got some stuff done. But yeah, it's just it's a rewarding feeling when you can plant a seed, you water that seed, and then you allow the Lord to give you the increase, and you know you get to sit back and relax the fruit of your labor. It's very good, very rewarding. And I love gardening. I love to plant, as you can see. I plant anything I get my hands on, and you know, and then sometimes I just like crowd up my space with so many different things. It's not sometimes all organized, and it's the hardest thing for me is to get rid of certain things. So, like for example, my leaf of life and my aloe vera plants is like the hardest thing to get rid of them. Um, but yeah, it is a chore, you know, but it's a good chore. It's a good chore. I love to be out in the garden just digging and planting and watering, and sometimes I get impatient because I want to see the plants already, you know, grown and start producing, and you know, so I can harvest, because that's like the sweet part of it, to just harvest. Alejandro, how are you? Thank you so much. But it's so good to, you know, plant a seed and harvest it and enjoy it. Especially the callalus, guys. I love the callalus. This year in my garden, I won't get any pineapples. Can you believe it? I don't have any pineapples. I have pineapple plants, you know, but I don't think I'm going to be getting any pineapples this year in the garden because I think I'd overcrowded the pineapples with the leaf of life, and I had finally removed those. Patrice Garden, how are you? Welcome, welcome, Patrice. Thank you so much for your thumbs up. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Patrice. I know you're a busy woman. Thank you so much. Hello, hello, hello. She's like, hello, everyone in the chat. But gardening is such a rewarding feeling. I'm just here, just, you know, just relaxing and chatting and catching up with y'all. I love the sunset. Hey, how are you? I love the sunset too. Welcome, welcome to the live. So, my grow zone, guys, I'm here in South Florida. I think this is zone 10A and 10B. And guys, you would think that you can plant everything and anytime, but it is not so, you know. So like right now, the tomatoes are pretty much, I would say, almost to their ending. I do have tomatoes that are still, that I've recently planted, and I'm hoping that I will get some tomatoes. But as you know, in South Florida, as soon as the temperature starts to get past at 85, 87, 89 degrees Fahrenheit, forget it. Hey, Timothy Edwards, how are you? Yes, thank you so much for the love, Patrice. I appreciate you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Blessing, blessing. Stay safe out there. I know you're a busy, busy person. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, as soon as the temperature here in Florida gets past that 85 and up, you know, Fahrenheit, forget it. Those tomatoes will look pretty in the garden if the hornworms don't come for them. But it's going to be hard for them to put out the fruits because when it gets so hot, the tomatoes, they won't fruit. The pepper plants, they won't fruit. You know, they'll look good, but they won't fruit. Timothy Edwards, good. Yes, that's awesome that you're good. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, so I have so many seeds, guys. Are you like me? You buy the seeds, but you don't get all the seeds in the garden. And sometimes you plant the seeds and not all of them germinate. And then you have to start all over again. Especially the ones that you get from the dollar store. Sometimes, you know, they grow and sometimes they don't. And it's just like with the other ones too. It's not like I'm singling out the dollar store, no. They all have their moments when they do germinate and grow and sometimes they don't. It just depends on if you get a good, you know, pack of good seeds. Pretty much that's what it is. But, you know, I will buy, and I have seeds from like a couple years now that I've not even used. And even like with my tomato seeds, guys, I would, you know, squeeze out the seeds, let them dry, and have them to plant again in the garden. And yeah, the papaya seeds, I save the papaya seeds and pepper seeds. Like if I go to the store and I get me some bell peppers, I save those seeds and, you know, or just, you know, put them in my compost and let them grow. And yeah, try to save on the money because it's a lot of money for those seeds in the store. Timothy says, I live in Arizona and all the plants and stuff always die out here. Oh my goodness, Timothy. Because it's so hot, right? Because of the temperature. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So even so do you have space? I would ask you, Timothy, do you have space for like a where you could put like, what do they call them? A greenhouse where, you know, you can put, because I'm looking into that for this summer, because, you know, usually in the summertime here in Florida, that's when I do take my break from planting certain things. Other than the fruit trees that are in the garden, I don't normally plant the veggies in the summertime. That's when we do take our break. But I'm wondering if like a shade cloth, if I have like a, you know, a raised bed and then I put the shade cloth over it, if that would help block out some of the sun, you know, from the plants and allow some of the plants to still grow during summer. It might be an option. I think I want to experiment that. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, guys. I'm just thinking about it. But I'm thinking if I have a raised bed and I get me one of those, you know, the metal wires to go over it like a trellis, you know, and then I put the shade cloth over it like a little mini greenhouse, that kind of thing. Maybe certain things might survive in there because it won't get full sunlight, you know, or not full sunlight, but the direct sunlight on them. So that might help somewhat with the plants. I'm thinking about it. For sure, I know in South Florida, Zone 10A, so Zone 10B, the kale and the collard greens, they will survive summer. I've had that done like a few times well. So I know kales and collard greens will go through the hot summer. But the trick is you gotta feed it some water. You gotta feed it water And another thing is what I did was I mulch around the roots so that way it keeps in the moisture. And also I grew it in an area where it's not like fully like direct sunlight onto my kales and my collard greens, and they will last through the summer. Not all of them, some of them did die, but some, held their head up and went through the hot summer. So yeah, um, so that I know for sure will go through the summer. But for other things like, you know, I've never really had like pumpkin growing. uh, Usually those kind of stuff, the bugs they come out because now I'm seeing the bugs. I have pumpkin in the background in the backyard, and the bugs I'm constantly going checking and removing bugs from my pumpkin leaves. They're already chewing on the leaves. So when I do plant like cucumber at this time, and I plant um what's the other one, cantaloupe, or zucchini, all those plants right now, when you plant them now, be prepared for the bugs. They're gonna come and they're gonna attack it like crazy. But if you get the neem oil like they say, I know the neem oil will definitely do some good. Normally I don't use it. I like the stuff just to just do their own thing, but sometimes the bugs can be a bit much. So I think I should have still in my garage some neem oil that's maybe not a full bottle, but maybe a good 2 years old, maybe 2 or 3, I don't know. And then I'm thinking I should get me a brand new one. Maybe the strength would be a little bit stronger if I get me a brand new one. So I want to, address the bug issues in my garden with neem or with any other natural, remedies. My mom sent me a text with something that I need to do with baking soda and water and something else she said. So I'm going to be trying that as well. Oh, it would still die, unfortunately, if it was covered. Oh, wow. So it's really hot over there. So I would take it that it's the heat. Um, Excuse me. I would take it that it's the heat that is really killing your plants over there, right, Timothy? Yeah, gotta be the heat because it's so humid over there. And yeah, Arizona. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I mean, like I said, over here in the summertime, and it once it passed, 85 degrees and up, forget about them tomatoes. They will look pretty. I learned the odd way the first time I planted some, tomatoes. Our growth season for tomato here in South Florida would be from the end of October, early November. Get your tomato seedlings, or if you're going to start them from seed, I would say mid-October start your tomato seeds. And so you have enough time, November, December, and by February, March, you're harvesting tomatoes, you know. Oh, it is dry out there as well, yeah. So the dry air and the humidity and all of that in Arizona. And yes, so certain plants for real will not survive over there. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Yeah, it's just amazing, Sometimes, like I said, here in Florida, you would think that you could just grow year round anything you want to grow because of the climate, but not so. Not so. And but there are certain native, there are certain native fruit trees and veggies that I can grow here, and I really do need to start looking into more of those because most of the fruit trees that I grow um, are most of the fruit trees that I know from the island, because I'm from Jamaica. But there are certain other native fruit trees because I've recently visited a butterfly museum, and they have all these different plants. Well, it's not a museum, it's just they call it the butterfly world. So it's a beautiful garden. It's a botanical garden. That's what I should say, not a museum. It's a botanical garden, and they have all these beautiful flowers and flowers and plants and that the butterflies, the bees. Man, I've seen some beautiful flowers over there I've never seen before. And they do also have a garden that you can purchase certain plants from. And I saw this beautiful fruit tree that because they also have a section where they have the birds, and I saw they have this beautiful fruit tree that the birds, it's very edible, of course, because once the bird eat it, you can eat it as well. And I saw it, and they had it on sale. I think they had it on sale. They had a few containers on sale, but I said I'm gonna go back, but I haven't gone back yet to get it. But I'm gonna go back and get one. And I think I was looking, what they call them? Is it, what is that name? Jeboa something. I don't know. Let me see if I can explain to you what the fruit looks like. The fruit almost looks like a grape, like a nice, beautiful purple grape, very shiny, and round, of course, and it grows on the trunks of the trees, like the bark of the tree. This, you know, that's how it grows. It's not so much on the branches. It's just like on the bark of the tree itself. This little grapes looking stuff. Yeah, I love grapes too. And the moment I saw it, I was like, wow, I need to get this plant. And I saw it on Google too. It's not Google, on Amazon. It's on Amazon. So I'm gonna get one of those. Okay, I'm gonna get one of those because that would be good. I have lots of birds in the garden, and a couple weeks ago I noticed that the birds were eating on my tomatoes. When I leave my tomatoes in the garden for them to become red ripe, because normally I would take them off as soon as they start to blush. I'll remove them from the plant. But when I let them stay in the garden for them to be ripe, just for, you know, you guys to see them that way, man, I think I've lost 3 of my beautiful tomatoes that way because the bird already started pecking at it, and because I know it's birds, but I don't feel comfortable eating it after that. Or you freeze your tomatoes in the freezer. Yeah, yeah. But so I pick the tomatoes as soon as they start to blush, or even if I know that they're fully fit, I take them off the plants, take them on the inside, wash them up, and let them sit there on the counter, and let them fully ripen that way, and then I use them. Because if I let them stay outside, the birds, they're gonna come and they're just gonna start pecking at it, leave holes in it. And even though my first, you know, thought would go, you know, it's the birds, at the same time, I've seen rats in my garden. Yes, because I live across from a canal. So I've seen rats in the garden. So I'm still not taking any chance that way, because if it's rats biting into my tomatoes, which I really doubt it's rats, the little holes look like a bird's beak. But because I do see rats in the garden, I'm not going to take the chance to eat the tomatoes. I'm just going to let it go to the compost. Because, you know, anything that the rat touches, forget it. Yes, yes, we have rats. Oh, yes. Because I live across from the canal. I'm going to show you. Live across from the canal, guys. And here in South Florida, if you are close to water, okay, there it is. Can you see? Can you see the little bridge right there? You see the canal? Right before you see that house. That's the canal right there. So the rats, they live on the banking of the canal. And of course, they come across. They come across. See, I'm right over here. Yeah. So that's the canal over there, guys. So because I do have canal right across from me, I can't trust anything that I see in the garden unless it's really, you know, like if I'm picking the tomatoes and my hand or something, a tool cut into my tomato, then fine. Or if I actually see the bird pecking at it, fine. But I'm not gonna take chances to eat a tomato when I come and I see that there's a bite in it, because I don't know what animal, you know, been messing with it. And even though I might know the bird's beak, the shape of the bird's beak, how it pecks into the thing, still not gonna take the chance because we do have rats. And also I've noticed in my garden, guys, that I've seen, hey Jay Brown, how you doing? He says, Lala, happy blessed Saturday afternoon to you and the chat. Blessed, love everyone. Thank you so much, Jay Brown. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your thumbs up. So, yeah, so even this morning I was walking around, the garden, and I've noticed fresh holes that were dug out into my ground in the garden. So, yeah, I told my husband I'm gonna get me some rat poisoning, and he was like, "No, because then they're gonna die, and you're gonna start smelling it, and you're not gonna know exactly where they are. So don't do that. Let's try to get rid of them another way." But guys, it's gonna be hard to get rid of them the other way. It's better for us to just put something, or maybe something that would deter them. I don't know. We're gonna have to find something, you know. And before, they weren't like coming over into my yard because I've been doing gardening for a little bit now. And before, I've never really seen rats, but recently they start coming into my garden. And guys, for the first time, believe it or not, for the first time, what I saw in my garden on Monday, I saw a squirrel. I saw a squirrel, guys. I normally don't have squirrel in my garden. So one of my neighbors that lives like a few houses behind me that way, she was saying to me that the squirrels come to her yard and they ate her mangoes, her avocados, her tomatoes. The squirrel, they do damage in her garden. And I'm like, wow, I don't have squirrels in my garden. Sure enough, Monday, I saw a squirrel in my ackee tree just sitting there. And I'm wondering if it ate one of the green ackees and something was wrong with it, because the green ackees are poisonous. But I don't know. What a I know, you don't read the garden. I'm telling you, the squirrel was sitting on the branch on the ackee tree, and it looked as if something was wrong with it, because like I said, I don't know if it ate one of the ackees, and the ackees, if they're not open, they're poisonous to humans. I don't know if it's poisonous to animals. I don't know that. But it did not look too well. Hey Tony, she's like, "Hi, ya girl," and Chad. Thank you so much, Tony. How you doing? But yeah, so it's crazy, you know. And like I've said, I mean, the animals now, they're like, I guess maybe they're now noticing that I have stuff in the garden, because before there was no gardening being done on this, this property, but now that stuff is being done. Maybe the animals now start to pay attention and decide they want to start to enter the yard. Tony said, "I'm good. How you doing?" I'm doing good, Tony. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm happy that my neighbor's not out here right now, guys, because my neighbor, he was playing some music, and I was like jamming a little bit. And I'm like, I can't go live even if I wanted to, because he was playing music for a bit. But I saw him drove off, so he's no longer over there right now. So I have, this little opportunity to do my live. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I said that, Tony, because the last time I was on your live, I saw, well, not the last time, you were at dinner and music was playing in the background, so you couldn't play, you couldn't go, you were muted. She said, "IJ Brown." Yeah. But yeah, guys, look at this. So this bag, this is my seed bag. Look at this. It's dry rot, guys. This is how long I have this bag. Look at this. This bag is dry rot. Look at that. Look at that. Dry rot, guys. I have seeds in here. See? Lots of seeds that I don't even get in the garden. I don't even know if I'm going to get them in the garden. So many seeds. All different kind of variety of pumpkins and winter squash and all that different stuff, and beans. She's like, "Oh, LOL." Yeah, so many different seeds I have that I've not put in the garden. And frankly, guys, to be honest, I don't have space in the garden left to put anything unless I really get rid of certain things. I don't have much space. So like my tomatoes right now, I'm thinking my tomatoes, because one little branch is still putting out blossoms, but I'm thinking I just want to uproot those tomatoes because they're not going to put out really any more blossoms. I want to uproot them. But before I do that, I'm going to take off the tomatoes that are on there. The tomatoes that are on there, they're still green. Some of them are fit. I want to get rid of those. Not say get rid of those. Remove them. Put them inside. Let them finish ripe. And I just want to uproot the tomato vines. And I want to plant maybe some beans over there so I can get me some beans, because we're just like, you know, the first week just ended in April. So I think I still can get me some beans in the garden. And that's one of the reasons why I even brought this bag out, to see what other seeds I have in here that I can plant. My grow bed in the back, my raised bed, guys, I saw carrots. Guys, remember, I don't know if you guys saw that video, but I've, you know, prepared my raised bed. I put the carrot seeds, the cabbage seeds, the kohlrabi seeds, the beetroot seeds, the radish seeds, and there were like some pumpkins, not pumpkins, what am I talking about? Potatoes, the Irish potatoes or the white potatoes from kitchen scraps that were coming up over there in my bed. And guys, I see stuff coming up, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy about it. And many of those seeds are from the dollar store. And one of the reasons too, before I even started the live, I came up with the camera to my phone to go over that video to see what were the seeds I planted in that bed and where exactly I sowed them, so I know for sure what they are, because I did not label the bed. I did not label to say where I put what. So yeah, I saw seeds coming up. I was a little bit concerned because I did not see the carrot seeds. But then I started seeing the carrot seeds. I'm like, thank you, Lord. I'm going to get some carrots. I don't know if they're going to put bulbs out, but I don't know. I'm going to claim it. I'm going to get carrots. But so I saw the carrots coming up, and that only started coming up. I think they all came up not last night, but the night before. Because I saw like just a few yesterday morning, and between yesterday and today, this morning, there's like a good amount of carrot seeds coming up. So I'm excited for that. And I saw kohlrabis, because I know exactly where I put the kohlrabis. I saw those coming up. And I saw radish coming up. So I know the radish, and I know the beetroot. Oh, turnip. That's what it is. Guys, yes, I did sow turnip. Turnips are coming up. Yes. Turnips are coming up. The cabbages, I did sow some cabbage seeds, but I think I've only seen one, or maybe I'm mistaken to say exactly where I put the cabbage. Maybe to that corner, maybe those are the cabbage seeds. I don't know. As soon as the seedlings get bigger and they start putting out their true leaf, I will know exactly what they are. But for right now, as you know, little baby seeds, I don't know what they are. I'm just guessing. So yeah. But I do have a lot more seeds. Want to get in the garden. Beans for sure. Definitely going to get some beans in these containers. And I do have some containers over there at the front that don't have anything in them but just soil. So I'm going to be putting some beans in them. Some tomatoes I did sow over there. I guess because the tomatoes are like in like full shade, pretty much full shade throughout the entire day. The tomatoes they have on, and they're cherry tomatoes too, they have on like just a couple tomatoes but nothing else, and they're still trying to put out more blossom, but because of where they are, and I'm thinking I should, you know, put them somewhere else, but it's like, where am I going to put them, you know? So yeah, I'm just gonna start using up some empty containers that I do have, just put some more seeds and just see what else I can get, because like I said, once it gets to that June, July, August, I'm done with the garden, you know. So if I could put something in there from now in April, hoping that May and June I start to see something that I can harvest, you know, because the seeds, they do take at least a month for them to actually get to where they start really growing, and then to mature and put their stuff out so you can enjoy it, right? So yeah, but yeah, I'm just here rambling and just saying hi to you all. Thank you all so much for coming on. I appreciate you guys so much for coming on, you know, keeping my company. It's a beautiful day here. It's very very hot but windy, and when the wind does pass by you, you feel so so good, so 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 good. So guys, I've not yet planted any okra seeds. I have not planted any. And let me tell you, don't you know the okras, when you plant them, oh, it's just a delicious taste when you have them natural from the garden. I just love the okra when I plant them from the garden, guys. So I'm checking. Oh, look at this. You know what? I have not even planted, guys, and I do have a grow bed in the back because my husband did build 2 grow beds. So one of the grow beds I was supposed to put in my bok chow, whatever you call it in your country. We call it in Jamaica pop chow, bok chow. Yeah. I've not sown any of those seeds yet. I need to get started. So this is the bag here with some seeds. So these are like, oh my gosh, I don't know. It's like so many seeds in this right now. I don't know. I see squash. I see all different stuff. And then I've labeled it. I put March through September, April through August. So I need to get certain things in the garden because I have this bag labeled April through August. If I plant now, I will get stuff by July, August. So I need to put whatever is in this bag in the garden. This one I have it labeled February through March, January through March, December through March. So this bag, okay. So these are like onions, guys. So hey, Antoinette, how you doing, Antoinette? So these are like bunching onions. She's like, hello everyone in the chat. Bunching onions. These are onions, right? And leeks. So as we talk about leeks, I have leeks in a container that I need to transplant for the longest. What's wrong with me? I need to transplant my leeks so they can get bigger. So these are leeks. And these are onions. I do have some onions, but they're not from seeds. I got them from the little, the little bulb from the store. Celery. It's too late to plant celery. What else I got over here? Spinach. Whenever I plant spinach, guys, by seed, it doesn't work. I'm surprised. I have spinach over there, and it's all because they're store-bought spinach. I got the seedlings from the store, from Walmart. And yeah. So this one I'm gonna get into this bag because this is the one that it says April through August. So these are like the cayenne pepper, broccoli. These are the white icicle radishes. I did sow radish seeds back there, but those are the red ones. So yeah, those are coming up right now. Radishes are like the easiest thing to grow. If you want to plant something and see and harvest real quick, plant some radish. You can get radish within 28 to 30 days. Cauliflower. I saw some cauliflower seeds. Oh, yes. So what I saw coming up from that side of the bed is cauliflower. So I have cauliflower coming up. Believe it or not, I have cauliflower coming up from seed. And Swiss chard, I have some right here behind me. These are my Swiss chard right here. See? Swiss chard right here. Right there, Swiss chard right there in those containers. Right? So I have Swiss chard already. And cabbage. I have some cabbage over there. I think the cabbages that I have right now, the heads are going to be small, because they're not really getting any bigger. We put water on them, but they're not getting bigger. So I think the cabbages are going to be small. So I did sow some cabbage seeds in the grow bed. I think I've only seen one come up. I don't know if they're gonna come up. I don't know. Um, oh my goodness, arugula. This is kind of bitter. Who love arugula? Anybody here loves arugula? Let me know if you love arugula. It has a kind of bitter taste. Is it me? But it's good for you. I need to get some arugula. Oh, this is more. Okay. This is the spinach. It says giant noble spinach. Oh wow, 25 days to harvest these giant. I'm gonna plant these guys. I'm setting it right there. I'm gonna try it. 25 days to harvest. The giant noble. Sweet peppers to grow in containers. Finally, I see one of my sweet pepper trees has on peppers. I didn't know with the sweet peppers that once it has the blossom, you can just use your finger and shake it a little bit to hand pollinate it. I didn't know. Didn't know. I learned that recently. I always wonder why the blossoms on the pepper tree fall off. That's the reason why. Because most times I think like if when the wind is blowing, the wind would, you know, toss it a little bit and it would pollinate itself. But I didn't know that I could just use my fingers to shake it up a bit and let the pepper plant, the pepper flowers pollinate. I think I've only grown cantaloupe, or I've never grown honeydew. I've planted honeydew, it never came. I've only grown cantaloupe once in my garden, one time. So, do I want to plant cantaloupe again? I might. Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts, not for the sprouts themselves, but for the leaves. Guys, if you grow Brussels sprouts in your garden, cook up the leaves, guys, please. You will thank me later. The Brussels sprout leaves are very delicious. Very, very good. You will thank me later. Now, another plant that is hard for me to grow in my garden. I'm never successful planting watermelon. I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna plant it, but I'm gonna put it in a container and see if it will grow. Cucumber. I've planted cucumber. You guys saw I've harvested cucumbers. Thank you, Lord. All thanks go to God, guys, not me. And I enjoy my cucumber. Man, those cucumber taste so good. They had taste, not like the one that you see in the store. What else we're gonna try to plant? Okay, I was successful in growing butternut squash. So I had it in the garden, not last year, it was the year before, and I harvested I think one butternut squash or two. And guys, guess what? I went to harvest the butternut squash and I accidentally cut the vine. That's why it died, and then I didn't get anything else other than the bugs that were attacking it, but still I accidentally cut the vine or broke the vine. So I'm gonna try butternut squash again this time around. Kind of late, but I'm gonna try. I've never, so Antoinette says, my dad tried to grow watermelon, but the squirrels always get to them. Oh my gosh. Girl, I'm telling you, I just saw for the first time a squirrel in my garden last week. I'm like, what are you doing here? Why? I don't want to see those squirrels. I've seen the iguanas. They don't touch my stuff. But squirrel? Oh no. So sorry about that, Antoinette. Oh my gosh, so sorry. So this one here, this is the early white brush scallop. I love to see these. I love to see them. I've never seen these in stores though, guys. I've never seen it in stores. But I've seen it on other people's channel that they grow these in their garden. I've sown them. I've never got one. I think I'm going to be intentional and I'm going to plant it. Do I have any seeds? Why it feels so empty? Okay, so there are some seeds in here. I'm going to plant it in a I have grow bags. I have a big stash of grow bags. I think I have like maybe 25 or 50 grow bags that I purchased from Amazon. I'm going to try this in a grow bag. I love to see them. I'm curious to see what they taste like. I want to know what it tastes like, guys. So I'm going to give it a try. Okay, the zucchinis. zucchinis we don't go too far. I plant them and the hornworms or whatever come and, damage these plants. Before they even start putting out fruits, the flowers, they get attacked by, the bugs. So I think my very first time planting zucchini, guys, I think I did not understand how to plant it. Let me wipe my face, guys. It's so hot, so let me just wipe. I'm sweating. Yeah. So the zucchini, my very first time growing zucchini, I did not understand that I need to hand pollinate if I don't see any bees, because I didn't see any bees in my garden. So what I did in the backyard, I just planted some sunflower seeds. I saw one of them coming up, so I need to plant some more. I still have my flowers right here on the porch that I still have not potted out, guys. I'm so sorry. Did not put them yet in containers. I've been super busy. And if you've noticed, I've not really posted anything this week. I just posted a little bit of clip this morning from my tomatoes that I've harvested and let them finish ripe on the inside. I just posted that little video this morning. But I've been so super busy. Did not get time to really go in the garden. But yeah, I want to get some flowers in the backyard. So I think I need to have flowers wherever. Thank you so much, Tony. I need to have flowers wherever. So wherever you're going to have your zucchinis and your watermelons, your squash, those kind of things, you need flowers so it can attract the bees. So the bees will come and definitely pollinate your stuff, So otherwise you're going to hand pollinate them. If you don't hand pollinate them, they won't pollinate and you won't get anything. And I didn't know that. And so my first time growing the zucchinis, there were little zucchinis on there, like about this. Hey, Jolie, say hey, ladies. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having great weather there in the UK. Hope it's not too cold. But yeah, so I did not hand pollinate the zucchinis and they all fell off. And some of them, or many of them I should say, the bugs came and bore holes and entered them, and that was it. But if I'd known, I would have hand pollinated. Yes, we're having good weather. Oh wow, thank the Lord, you are having great weather. That's awesome to hear. That's so good. Yeah, for about a week now, oh my goodness, she said for about a week now, except for the mornings. Okay, so in the mornings it's a little bit cooler, but then throughout the day it's much warmer. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So these are the pickly bush cucumber, and I think these are what I These is what I had over there that grew and provided me with some Tell me, are you hearing me now, guys? Please tell me that you can hear me. No sound? Buffering tool? Okay, yes. Okay, good. Yes, okay, yes. Okay, thank you. I don't know, my husband was trying to call me. Okay, so you can hear me now. Okay. Okay, thank you, thank you. Yeah, my husband was trying to call me, and then I tried to mute the live to answer his call, and just for me to say to him real quick, I'm on the live. But then I unmuted, but it was still not going through. I don't know why, but yeah, we're back. I will talk to him later. He should have already got my notification to know I'm live, right? Like, why is he calling me? He should be on my live watching me. I'm just kidding. He's coming in from work. He's on his way from work. They don't pay attention. Even if they get notification, they're not paying attention to know that you're on a live. But yeah, my phone is about to die too. Like all of this right now, right? But yeah, so I was at this right here, mumbling, talking about the pickly bush cucumber. These are what I had over there, and I'm gonna plant them back because I think I do better with these. So I'm gonna plant them back and see if I can get me some cucumber. But like guys, what I was saying, I can't go through all of these because it would take a very long time for me to go through all of these. Oh wow, I have to show you guys this one. This is one of my favorite beans, and now is the time for me to start planting these. Oh, thank you so much, Jalisa. She said, enjoy your gardening, Lala. Bye, everyone. Thank you for being here. The asparagus beans. The asparagus beans. Gay saying, bye, Jalisa. These beans are so good. They taste so good, guys. And they are very long, as you can see, very long beans. And these are heat tolerant beans, right? Heat tolerant, meaning that when it's dead hot, these will grow in your garden. She's like, bye in the life at Gay. Thank you so much, Tony, for still being here. Yeah, so these are heat tolerant beans that they will grow even if it's super hot where you are. And they're called the asparagus beans or the yard long beans. So definitely, yeah, I'm gonna get these in the garden. I have some over there. I got a few from them, but I think because it was a little bit cooler. I just saw Mr. G's just pulling up from work, guys. Because it was cooler, they weren't doing so well. I saw a little bit of mildew on the leaves, but now that it's getting warmer, it's doing much better. They're coming back. So, so I love these. Love the purple beans. And these right here, these are the tenderette bush beans. I'm on a live, honey. Wait, one second. You could answer me on a live.
Yeah, them still up by church?
No, and then they finish by 3 o'clock.
Anybody still up there?
I don't know if I call. I should have muted. Yeah, guys. So these are the beans I want to get into some containers right here at the front of my door. I have some containers that nothing much is going on in there. I'm gonna be using these, sewing these over there. Yeah. But yeah, guys. Yep. A lot of mumbling going on here today, guys. But look at this. See how pretty this is? I wish I can grow these and get these kind of stuff in my garden. I'm gonna try. I always try. Even though the bugs will come, I'm gonna get my neem oil and get ready for the bugs, because these right here, I want to have some this year. You agree with me? Yeah. First time you've seen purple beans, Gay? So the purple beans, Gay, is they'll grow and they turn, first they'll grow purple, right? But as soon as you put them in your pot, Gay, they become just like these. Okay, so they'll grow purple, but when you start cooking them, they turn green. Yeah. So, but that's what they are. And lots more, carrots. Like I said, I've already have some carrots in the garden. And the okra. So this is one of the things I got my bag for, to get my okra. I want to try the okra. I'm going to sow these directly in the backyard in the ground so I can see if they're going to do anything for me. Last year I've sown the okra seeds in containers. They did not make it. So this time I'm going to put them in the backyard, directly in the soil, in the ground. You love okra too, Tony? Oh wow. Let me tell you, the okra, once you see the flowers and the flowers fall from the fruit, give that okra at least 2 days. Harvest that okra, and let me tell you, it's the best tasting okra. You can just eat it straight from the garden, just wash it, and very good. It does not have all that sliminess to it, no, because you give it at least 2-3 days. Once you see the flowers fall from it and that okra grow, yeah, take it straight from the garden, wash it, and eat it. You don't even need to cook it. What I do sometimes, I just let the water bubble up, boil up the water, turn it off, drop the okra in it, and just take it out and just eat it just like that. So crunchy, tastes so good. Yeah, Gay says Thursday was the first time eating proper cabbage, and it tastes so good. I love it. I didn't eat okra. Oh, you don't eat okra, Gay? Okra is very good for you. I never liked it either. When I was growing up, I never liked okra because it's so slimy, right? But after I learned the health benefit of eating okra, I started eating okra. But the best way, like I said, to have the okra is directly from the garden. Freshly picked, not much slime. Love it. I can't say I don't have a lot growing carrots in the garden. I've had carrots before, but for us here in South Florida Zone 10A and 10B, you have to plant the carrots end of like November, December, so you have it growing. So when it comes around January, February, you have carrots. Tony is saying yes in the life, the purple cabbage is nice. Yes, the purple cabbage is very delicious, guys. Very delicious. Yeah. I've tried to grow the purple cabbage before in my garden, but guess what? The aphids, they attacked that purple cabbage like it was nothing. They mess also with the other regular, green cabbage, but the purple cabbage, I think the aphids, they attack it more. I could be wrong, but that's how it is. That's how Okay, bye. See you later. Mr. G's gone again. Okay, so these right here, this right here, see all of this? These are my bok chow seeds from last time. Was it last year I had the bok chows? Or the year before? Maybe last year. So I had bok chows, guys, in the backyard, and these are the seeds that I've saved. I've planted some and I got more, but since this year I've not planted any bok chow. So these I'm going to put over there because I'm going to be sowing some bok chows. I already have a bed. I just need to put in my perlite, my blood meal, my bone meal, water it up, sow my bok chow. And those are the baby bok chows. Those are not the big ones. Those are the baby bok chow. Hey, Ali. Ali, thank you so much. Bless up, your girl. Thank you so much, Ali. So, Ali, I watched your video last night, and I heard you said one person I've reached out was supposed to reach out to you about the colorless seeds. And I'm like, yes, it's me. So, I looked up your email. So I got your email. I wrote it down last night, and I said I'm going to send you an email so you could reach out to me with the colorless seed, those big colorless, seeds. And I didn't send you the email last night because it was already too late, right? So I will send you the email, now that I remember, right after here. Yes, you saw my response. Yes. I'm like, it's me, Ali, it's me. Man, Ali, tell me, I hope you did not throw away all those color leaves. I saw all the seeds on those big callalus. Man, even the stalk, I would have cooked up those stalk because we love callaloo so much. Once I used to throw away the callaloo stalk when they're so hard. And I said, no. I said, I strip them, cut them up, and I put it in my rice like I'm making, callaloo rice. Man, it was so good with some coconut milk. Good. And I saw some good leaves on those callalus that you cut. And you were like, these are the seeds, guys. You're going to dry some. You're going to get rid of it. And I'm like, I hope you use up all those leaves because those leaves are good. But yes, I saw that. Those are beautiful callalus. Yeah. So guys, this is the perfect example. These are like pepper seeds I have from peppers that when we buy them at the stores, I save the pepper seeds. But because these are so long, they already turn into dust. I don't think these can grow. I'm just gonna throw them in the garden. These are like turning dust. Ali says they are all dried up. My wife cut some lovely ones while ago. Oh wow. Tony says my mom makes callaloo rice. It tastes so good. I'm telling you, Tony, for real. Let me tell you guys, the callaloo, they taste so good, right? So even the bugs love them. So when I grow the callaloo, especially the red ones, because so Ali, the reason why I don't have all the good callaloo in my garden, um, you know the wild, you have the wild callaloo as well, right? So my husband and I, we saw some wild callaloo on the side of the road one time, like about 2 years now. I went and I got the seeds, and those are like the red stalk looking callaloo. They're very hard, especially when you water them. When you water them too much, it's very hard, right? So I noticed that the bugs, they'll come and they'll eat up the leaves, and the stalks are very hard. And I said, man, every time I plant the callaloo, it's the same result I get. They're not soft. So guys, what I did, I said I'm gonna stop wasting the callaloo. I strip it like I said, and I cut it up, and I made callaloo rice, and I put coconut milk in there, season my pot up. It was so good, so good. But I really want to get some of the better callaloo, which Ali has. So I'm going to be sending you that email. So hopefully I can get me some big, what you call them? The big elephant ears callaloo? I don't, what you call them? Elephant ears callaloo. Something like that. The jumbo leaves callaloo. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Oh, was that even close? I'm talking about elephant ears and you over here talking about cow tongue. Cow tongue callaloo. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Thanks. So guys, these are cilantro seeds. So one year I had cilantro in the garden. I dried the seeds and I have them. I have not planted, and no, I did planted some last year. I did got me some cilantro, but eventually they die. So I have me some cilantro. I want to get me some of these seeds in the garden. So I'm going to be planting cilantro. I'm going to be planting pop chow, and I'm going to be planting my beans and okra, right? And I'm going to be planting my yard long bean. Oh yeah, I'm going to be planting some stuff, guys. I don't know what I'm going to get from them, but I'm going to be planting them. That is what they're called in Jamaica, or Jamaican callaloo. Okay. Yeah, those I always say to my husband, like, our callaloo don't look like the ones that are in Jamaica. Our callaloo are so small. The leaves are so small. Even the red stalk one, like I said, those are like on the wild callaloo that we saw on the side of the road, and we just got them one day, the seeds, and started planting those. But I'm like, the ones from Jamaica, they're huge. The leaves are so big and broad, and when you just get like maybe 1 or 2 stalk, or even just 4 stalk, and you cook that up, you get a whole lot of callaloo in your pot. But like the little ones that we have, you cut it up and you cook it, everything shrinks. But we're still grateful. We're still grateful. So guys, let me tell you, this right here, Ali, do you grow this? These are the sugar snap beans. I know I can't grow these now because it's too late. It's too warm now. These got to definitely grow in the cooler season, in fall, going through the winter months. But I always try to grow them. I don't get anything from them because, again, these need the cool temperature to grow. But I still have them anyway. I don't know if the seeds are any good. I think I have them now for a couple years in my bag. But yeah. Yeah. And guys, look at this. Would you believe it? I have a whole bag of Tony said, yes, your color looks different, your girl. I never saw like it. We had a big ones And they eat the dasheen from it. Oh my goodness. When root up. Oh really? Wow. Wow. So you say saw saw like it. Okay, we had the big ones, and they eat the dasheen from it when root up. So you're talking about the roots. Oh my goodness. Ali says no, I don't have that. Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't grow the sugar snap beans. Yeah. Yeah, it's too late for me to grow it. It's too hot now. I can probably try growing it again in container, just putting it in the shade. But we're in April, so I don't think they're gonna do well. And guys, here we do have a bag with all the different kind of flower seeds. And look at it, I have all these flower seeds, yet I don't grow any flowers in the garden, right? And I need to get the flowers in the garden so I can attract the good pollinators. One of these days I'm gonna get some flowers in. It's just I don't know, for me it's like when I'm growing stuff, I want to grow stuff that I'm able to eat. So the flowers, you can't eat. So, but at the same time, they serve their own purpose. The good pollinators to come into the garden and pollinate your squash and your other stuff. So I need to attract my pollinators. So I need to do better, right? Get me some color in the garden. So I'm gonna have to try me some seeds. Tony said, I'll see if I can get a short or whenever you a short or whenever I go country. Okay. Oh, on the callaloo. Okay, yes, Tony, I would like to see it. I would love to see that. Yeah. That's cool. That you say that they can eat the root of it and stuff, the sheen from it. That's good. That's good. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Ali, you're doing well in your garden. You're doing well in your garden, dear Ali. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. Ali, do you grow the cowpeas? Tony, do you grow cowpeas? These are cowpeas. I've grown it before in my garden and they did well. I'm gonna try them again. I think it's good time to plant these, the cowpeas. There's just like so many seeds, guys. I don't even know if they're all still good. Yes, well, Ali, we're gonna start getting rain soon. We are definitely gonna start getting rain soon because we're coming up to the rainy season. We're coming up to rainy season and we're going to be getting lots of rain. And I heard somebody was saying on their video, they're saying that the reason why in Florida they grow in raised bed is because when the rain start to fall, it's easy for them to get flooding. So like for me in the backyard, whenever it rains a lot or heavy, in the backyard do get a little bit of flooding. Not too much. And then, it dries out real quick. But I mean, I like it because then the reason why it doesn't stay too long and it soaks through the entire soil. So, your plants will get a nice good soaking. But it's true though, because I don't know if you guys have seen my video with my cactus. It is still back there. I haven't picked it up yet. Because like today I want to pick it up, but I have to wait until it's a little bit cooler to go back there and pick it up. So I just say I grew up some cowpeas and it tie up oh, so you grew some cowpeas and it tie up your roses. So my wife cut it out. Okay. Oh wow. Maybe just grow it separately in a container and put it on trellis somewhere. You could try growing it again and just put it in an area by itself with its own trellis. Yeah. But yeah, so the cactus fell because, the gutter is right there. So all the water that came out from the roof, it uprooted my cactus plant. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put all of this cactus now because I obviously can't put it back in the same spot. So I'm thinking about getting a raised bed to put it in. And maybe not too far from the spot either because I don't know where else am I going to put it. But I think the big trunk of it, like the trunks of it, I'm going to chop it up and let it become compost, you know, and put it in the same container that I'm going to put the young, you know, whatever you call them, as you know, let it break down and put the soil on it and then just plant them back, you know. But this time I don't think I'm going to let the tree get that big. I'm not going to let the tree get that big. So, but it's very good though. They said it's very good, especially the cactus flowers. It is packed with, you know, medical purposes. The cactus flowers, they said it's good for a lot of stuff. I never knew that. My uncle told me about it, and then I googled it and I saw the cactus flowers is packed with lots of medical purposes. So yeah, next time the cactus flowers put out flowers, the cactus plant put out flowers, I'm gonna be using up the cactus flowers, you know. They said it's very good, especially too for men, you know. So yeah, we'll see. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna jump off of here. I'm already here for like an hour, so I'm gonna jump off because my phone is about to die. But I thank you so much, Tony, Ali, Jolisa, Gay, Antoinette, who else came on here? Jay Brown, Timothy Edwards, Patrice Garden, Alejandro, Rosemary from Team Happy. Thank you all so much. Thank you for the 11 thumbs up. Thank you for sitting and keeping me company. I appreciate you guys so much. So it's 3:37 p.m. and it's starting to get a little bit cooler, and I have me a new cutter or clipper that I'm going to be using to trim my susumba tree. You're okay, thank you. So he's saying no space to grow things. We have the same problem, Ali. I ain't got no space. But I will be trimming my susumba tree. That's going to be a video. I have lots of susumbas on there. Some of them dried up. Some of them are still good. Some are a little bit harder. But one of my neighbors, her friend mom, wants some susumba. So I'm going to be trimming the tree because I promised that I will get to her some susumba. So I'm going to be trimming the tree and picking off the beans. And my mom also loves it. It's one of my mom's favorite veggie. So I'm going to be picking it off. I don't know. We say veggie or fruits. Susumba, I don't know. It's good for us. Even the leaves, very good for us to make tea. So I'm going to be cutting the susumba, getting the berries from that, and you know, shaping up the plants in the front, because right now the plants in the front of my yard, they're wild. The susumba, I can't even get to the beans because it got so many pricks. So like earlier this morning, I tried to clip off the lemon tree. I try to clip it, shape it a little bit, and now I'm going to be clipping off the susumba branches, shape it a little bit, and as soon as it gets just a little bit more cooler, and yeah, and then I'm going to be done for the garden for today. I was going to transplant my dwarf banana in the backyard, but I went back there and I saw that my dwarf banana plant looks good. I'm like, hey, you knew I was going to come and dig you up today? I was going to take you somewhere else in the garden, man, because I don't know what's wrong with you. Why are you looking like this? But the dwarf banana, it looks good. It put out green leaves and it looking like, oh, you know, professional back there, like it's about to do some business. I'm like, okay, man, I'm going to let you be. Stay in your little spot. I'm going to let you be. So, yeah, I'm not going to dig it up. I'm not going to dig up the dwarf banana plant. I'm going to let it be. Let it be, right? If something does not bother you, why bother it? Leave it alone. But last week, it was not looking too good. So, and that's the funniest thing too, guys. I purchased this other banana plant from the store. I doubt this one is a dwarf banana. Already, it sends up 2 shoots, right? 2 seedlings. And then my Sunday school teacher back in Jamaica, she would say, yeah, and behold, there was another banana shoot coming up. So now I have 3 banana seedling with that banana plant that I purchased. So now I need to find space. Ali, I don't know where I'm going to find space but I need to find space to put these bananas, right? But we're gonna let it happen, right? We're gonna let it happen. So anyway, guys, enough of me right now. God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining the live. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for your comments. Appreciate you guys. Catch you on the next one. It's your girl Lala. Bye, guys.